Were you among those stuck in traffic on Marine Corp Drive today? Well, we have some bad and maybe some good news for you. The bad news is the closure of lanes will continue tomorrow throughout the day. The lane closures on Marine Corp Drive are due to GWA crews conducting inspections on manhole covers for the Guam Waterworks Authority. GWA spokesperson Heidi Ballendorf says these inspections are required as part of a court order, and unfortunately, there's just no way around it. So what's the good news? Ballendorf says after tomorrow, crews won't resume these inspections until next week, Wednesday. And she says plans are underway to mitigate the situation to alleviate some traffic.
Traffic woes. I myself was stuck in traffic coming here today, and I do want to apologize to the public today that might have been stuck in that traffic as well. But we are going to work to mitigate this traffic problem and not have, right now I believe there's 3 lanes closed, so perhaps we could just have 1 lane closed and, you know, shorten up that time and even maybe, you know, get the crews back to working on the weekends.
Ballendorf says the inspections will occur along Route 1 southbound from Governor Carlos Camacho Road all the way down to their Hagatna wastewater treatment plant and then up to Route 4 to Sinajana. She adds that they plan to do smaller sections and possibly end by 2:30 in the afternoon when traffic begins to pick up.
A 19-year-old man wanted for a home invasion and a number of burglary cases has been arrested. John Joseph Flores Jr. was picked up by the Criminal Justice Task Force late last night. According to Guam Police Department spokesman Officer AJ Balahaja, 7 of the burglaries were from cases in 2013 and 1 was reported in 2014. In one of the more serious cases, Flores is accused of breaking into a GWA home in 2013 and using a knife to demand money from a woman who was home with her infant. Flores was charged with 8 counts of burglary, 7 counts theft of property, second-degree robbery, and breaking a window to gain access to a vehicle. He was booked and confined.
Senator Brant McCready has introduced a bill that would create a Southern Medical Center, or Espetat Hadza, that he thinks could serve as a mini hospital for the South. Today, Senator Brant McCready toured the Southern Community Regional Health Center in Narahan, which is operated by Public Health, and showed PNC that it is extremely underutilized. Numerous rooms were locked and not being used because the newly rebuilt Southern Health Center lacks personnel and staff. Senator Brant McCready has introduced a bill he says will put this new facility to better use.
My bill would make sure that it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We put doctors here. We utilize all the rooms. We make sure that the pharmaceutical services department is being used. We make sure the blood lab is being used. We make sure that everyone is able to utilize this piece of infrastructure that is beautiful, state-of-the-art for Guam. And I think that every day that we don't use it, I think we're doing a disservice to our island.
So what kind of services does he envision for this medical facility?
Every type of medical service possible, whether it's extended care, whether it's urgent care, emergency room, OBGYN, blood work, pharmaceutical services, hemodialysis patients. I think everything. I think the time is now to utilize this, what I would call a miniature hospital.
In fact, Bill 51 would turn this regional health center into a Southern Medical Center he calls the Espetat Hadza. It will cost money to properly staff and equip McCready's proposal. So how will it all be paid for?
Well, first off, a good starting point we have in our funding portion of the bill is 30% from the urgent care fund, the GMH healthcare fund that was given to GMH. We're going to take half of that. That was 60%. We're going to take 30% at the starting point. And we just have to build off of that.
Senator McCready's legal counsel, Ike Agagi, is from the village of Malesu, and he thinks this idea will be well received by the South.
It's certainly a first here in the South to have a medical facility, a hospital really, available for the Southern residents. Certainly in our parents' generation, it's never been done, and everybody's had to contend with seeking medical care in the central or northern part of the island.
And the senator hopes his colleagues will support him with this bill that he says will improve health care in the southern half of Guam.
All right, we go now to Blake Watson, who's going to tell us what's coming up next in sports.
Yeah, why are you running so fast?
Hey, stick around for sports. I'm running for a reason. 5K news in sports, I promise you. Hold up, I gotta stop. Sports, 5K news, and football too. I need a salad, y'all. Seriously, running gets me. I don't do it at all.